Glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. And off we go from Arizona. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Whenever he comes in the game, you know exactly what you're going to get. He may not be one of the ultra-talented superstars or anything like that at the quarterback position, but he's a reliable presence in the huddle. He brings a lot of stability to this role, and he is capable of doing his job well and more than giving your team a fighting chance.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. McBride is the motion man. Operating from the gun is Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd and long, here's Brissett. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 51 yards. It is a big gain for Arizona. It covers 51 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And a good run there. We're getting 5 yards.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. That's Harrison in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Devin White, that time on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
3rd and 2. Here's Brissett. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
He'll run again. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up for 1st and goal.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jacoby Brissett, touchdown, Arizona. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals 7, Raiders nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On play action, Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Cardinals offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. We're set. He sent the screen to the receiver, Wilson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Brissett. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Tries to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard, and leading to 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one's good for 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Back left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Adam Butler there on the tackle. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. 2nd quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
For the Arizona field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return is Dylan Lowry. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Keem Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Cardinals say they have it, and they do. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Genty. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
2nd and 10. On the bootleg, it's Smith. That's complete to lock it outright. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, Smith. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Smith. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. This one to be sniffed out. blown up in the backfield.
Taken down back at
We
the
call them
18-yard
safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Vegas.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 10-7.
Raiders 7.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. To return is Greg Dortch. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cards offense ready to take over once again. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll go play action here with Brissett. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's 3rd and 2. To the air again is Brissett. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. McBride is the motion man. A run on 1st and goal to the 5-yard line.
Number 26 is the
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Throw it, Brissett. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
3rd and goal. Brissett in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Smith, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Vegas.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Smith. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
5 yards. It's second down.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go.
If any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. A big hole. He's inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Raiders move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Cardinals 13.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. That's the big tight end, Pharaoh Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 24
First time
yards.
they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun is Brissett. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Number 81. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing again, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Raiders offense getting set to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Smith. Got a man, it's Lockett. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
14.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
To Trey Tucker. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Genty. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
We'll keep it on the ground with Genty. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Team Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
It's a gain of 5.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll go again with Gentile. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Raider first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Raider first down.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop him.
Quick throw. Here's Besh on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Smith to throw. And he'll take it on in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Cardinals 13.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Dortch now to return it. Ooh. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this will be a Cardinals first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
Right back to him on first down. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
McBride is the motion man. They'll stay on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. And landing Roberts in there on the tackle.
Down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Cardinals.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
5-yard line.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
He's got his big tight end. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
So a big play coming here for the Cardinals, who will go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the
Brissett.
2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Mostert now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's Genty. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
And a Raider first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the shotgun, Smith. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to take the lead here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Dortch now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Rolling to the left. He's going to tuck it and go. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Brissett gonna throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And he's gonna pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll get about 5.
The running back again, the ball carrier. The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
17 yards, the gain there. It's an Arizona first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time,
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
and now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now on 2nd and long. Now Brissett. He'll step up and run. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution, Mike. It's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back, and so it's got to be better blocked and better executed.
That one, take it in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Bobby now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got Tucker open downfield. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
The Raider first down. A gain of 36 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It is 2nd and a yard. Here's Gino. He'll get this off to Genti. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
3 yards.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That's caught by Bowers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's first down. To throw is Smith. Pass caught right side by Thornton. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Smith. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
6 yards.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
One play, 4th down. Everything you've done comes down to this point, Mike. I mean, what a finish. Somehow they dial up the play they need when they need it the most. And it looks like they're going to get out of this one with a victory.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. Arizona will take its first timeout, clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Here is Brissett. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Roberts.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.